morning, everyone. Welcome into North Dakota today. Things are getting historical because history will be coming to life at Fort Lincoln State Park. It's happening next month. We're very excited. We have Casey Beck joining us in studio this morning. He is one of the historical reenactors who will be at the event. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
He is dressed and ready to go. We're getting excited. Tell us about what's going on.
Just like we've been doing the last couple of years at Fort Abraham Lincoln State Park, August 12th and 13th will basically be bringing the fort back to life.
Wow.
We can, you can read about the fort, you can see all the stuff, but
yeah.
We try to bring in about 10 to 20 reenactors and just give people some little idea of what it would have been like when there were soldiers at the actual fort.
A true glimpse into history.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the schedule for the day? Who will you be playing? Tell us about what folks can expect.
It is going to be the 161st anniversary of the fort being established.
Okay.
Rather the 151st anniversary of the fort being established. So we're going to be portraying what the fort would have looked like about August of 1872.
Okay.
At that time, there was nothing at the fort. It was just wide open prairie, a few hills.
Yeah.
And so the Army came there, established the fort, really even before Bismarck had been established. So we'll be there portraying that, and then doing everything from building some stuff out there for the public to see.
Yeah.
We'll be doing a guided tour of kind of the infantry post area at about 10:30 on that Saturday, August 12th. We're also going to have a kids program where we take the kids, put them through kind of an enlistment, and they get a glimpse of what that's like. That's always a big hit.
Yeah.
Last year we had about 60 kids, and it was just me running that, so it was a lot of kids all at once, but a lot of stuff just where we try to present as many little glimpses into history, like you said.
So in real life, you are a teacher, correct?
I am, yep.
Okay, so knowledgeable, he's able to handle the children, everybody.
Yeah.
What are you hoping that families and folks of all ages come out and really learn? What are you hoping gets accomplished?
Yeah, so what's great about these type of events, and we've done them in a bunch of state parks and state historic sites, is it's kind of really for everyone, right? So the kids get to see soldiers with guns, and they love to see that kind of thing. Adults can maybe connect something to what they've seen in history class, maybe 20, 30 years ago. Maybe older adults who like history or have seen stuff on the History Channel or TV, they can start to make connections, and that's really what we're all about, right?
Yeah.
So we're connecting the state parks, connecting the site to actually seeing something, right? So they can see a display in a museum of buttons or whatever it is, but then once they see us, they say, oh, that's what it actually looked like, or they see the food. You've heard about hardtack. Oh, that's actually what it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, you're actually eating that. That looks horrible.
Wait, okay, so this is actually perfect timing for my next question. You know, we're traveling back in time, but we don't make everyone who's visiting eat like back in time, do we?
No. I just make my people eat and suffer like that.
But do you really?
So. Yeah, so our group we really try to focus on the nitty-gritty details.
Wow.
So last month, or 2 months ago, we were at Fort Ransom State Park. Our Vice President Alec was here talking about that. And we were at Fort Ransom, and we ate salt pork, hardtack,
oh my gosh.
Whole coffee beans that the guys had to ground up.
Yeah.
We try to be as
that
accurate
one would be good, though. If you like coffee, I should say.
Yeah, the coffee's always the best part.
Yeah.
But try to get down to those small little details, whether it's the food or how buttonholes are sewn or every little detail. We try to get as right as possible. So it's not just guys in costumes. It's actual as close as you're going to get.
How incredible for a reenactment. Okay, but the rest of you visiting, you're safe. There will be vendors out there, right?
Yep, yeah. So we'll actually have kind of a historically correct shop set up. You can buy little things, and of course the park has a great coffee shop.
Yeah.
Fort Abraham Lincoln has amazing tours and a lot of other stuff there as well. So it's a great time to come bring the whole family. There's something for absolutely everyone. And it's really going to be a great time, I think.
Well, yeah, and we're scrolling through photos, too, as you're describing what's going to be happening, so folks can really get a glimpse at what to expect. How important do you think it is to really preserve our state's history?
Yeah, so, I mean, it's incredibly important. We're a pretty young state, right? We gained statehood in 1889, so we don't have as much history as we like to think sometimes, but a lot of people don't think about the 1860s or 1870s before statehood, when it's really just indigenous populations and the Army living out here and trying to get along in some ways. So that's what we try to show, and really also show that North Dakota was a melting pot a long time before even today. Our group will also be at Fort Abercrombie State Historic Site in August 5th, and at that site, what we're portraying there, you have a lot of different cultures coming together, a lot of different groups, indigenous groups, southern soldiers, northern soldiers, everyone coming to these forts and kind of forcing to get along and becoming this melting pot that you don't really think about North Dakota being in the 1860s and 70s, but it's kind of always been that way.
See, I told you guys he's a teacher and he's so knowledgeable. You're going to be in great hands. Remind us again when the reenactment is.
So we'll be at Fort Abraham Lincoln State Park August 12th and 13th. There's going to be a lot of stuff. And then Fort Abercrombie State Historic Site August 5th as well. All
right, and where can we go to find any more information?
So you can check out Facebook at both of those sites' Facebook page. Also, we have our own Facebook, 5th Minnesota Company D. We have a website and a Facebook as well for you guys to check out.
All right. Well, thank you, soldier.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Casey, it was so great to have you this morning.
You as well. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Stick around, everybody. We're gearing up for some football. Some NDSU players joining us here in studio, hosting a shoe drive to give back to the community. We'll tell you all about it right here next.